We are here as Kenya Kwanza MCAs from different regions in the country. Of course, we want to comment about the things that have been going on in our country, and we have a written speech or statement which we shall share with you. And then after we have read, some of us from different regions will make their inputs, and so we welcome you. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We members of county assemblies who support His Excellency President William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza government wish to state the following. In the recent past, we have observed with great concern the various happenings in our country, and what started as opposition to the finance bill have slowly and steadily mutated to acts of lawlessness and criminality. Criminals have taken advantage of the demonstration by young people to loot and burn property, as well as engage in other acts of hooliganism. As a result, lives have been lost and many people have been injured. Business and individuals have lost billions of shillings through destruction of property, while the country has lost tens of billions of shillings in revenue. It has also become increasingly clear that some elements, especially in the politics and civil society sector, have joined the chaos to fund a very nefarious and crooked agenda, and they have been very loud, clear and categorical that their aim is a change of government through unconstitutional, illegal and forceful means. We wish to note that the president has gone out of his way to engage the youth. He refused to sign the Finance Bill 2024 and sent a memorandum to the National Assembly to withdraw it. The president also dismissed the entire cabinet and has been reconstituting it. It is important to point out lawlessness that is being deliberately perpetuated has begun taking a toll on innocent Kenyans who have been caught in the crosshairs of the confrontation between unruly mobs and the police. Many Kenyans have resolved that enough is enough and are beginning to take law into their own hands. Business people in Nairobi and other parts affected by these criminal protests have started guarding their own property and have warned that going forward they won't allow protesters in their towns. We wish to further observe the following. A, the Constitution of Kenya gives a very clear mandate to the winner of a presidential election to form a government in conformity to the supreme law and other legislation. B, it is therefore important to allow the president to form a cabinet that will address the challenges facing Kenyans. C, it is also critical to repeat that Kenya is a democracy of high standing, and therefore it has no place for criminal and unconstitutional change of government. D, should any Kenyan feel the government won't have properly served them, they will give their scorecard in the 2027 general elections. E, we wish to call for an end to the violence being perpetuated and perpetrated under the disguise of peaceful protests. F, unreasonable demands on the president and the government must cease, especially where the demands have neither a constitutional nor a legal basis. G, no one has the monopoly of violence, and the supporters of the government can also opt to mobilize and come out into the streets to defend it. This would only lead to escalation of the situations. Lastly, we make these observations as leaders in this nation, and wish to state that Kenya belongs to all of us, and we all have a duty to observe peace and order in our country, and we must not take the peace that prevails in our country for granted. We thank you very much. So I think I'll first give to my colleagues to make their short statements. Then in case you have any points that you would want us to clarify, we will clarify. So I want first to give the Majority Leader Nairobi to come in first.